After being a part of the Build Against Cancer initiative, which raised $14.5 million, mind you, DrLupo just admitted to something recently. Hello, what's up, and welcome everyone. My name is Miss Quinn, and I make videos on my reviews on video games, the video game industry, and the people in it. Now, Benjamin Lupo, or better known as Dr. Lupo, was born on March 20th of 1987, which is currently making him 38 years old. He is very known on Twitch, which currently sits at 4.5 million followers, and is known for his charity streams, Fortnite, Escape from Tarkov, Marathon Chess, and more. Well, on April 30th, he posted a tweet on Twitter saying that he was going to be a part of an online chess tournament with PogChamp 6 that was for charity. Now, I do also want to point out the $100,000 cash prize for the winner as well. Now, it's not cash prize, I'm just adding it on for dramatic effect. Anyway, someone was watching Wolfie's stream and they mentioned that Lupo was down 4 moves by move 17, but then played a spectacular game right after that. Now, unfortunately, this person also watched Lupo's stream and saw that he wasn't even discussing the moves that he was making, and he was genuinely confused about some of the moves, then seemed surprised when he actually won. All these things together is not great. You have just been caught in 4K, sir. This adds on to the fact that many more people were saying that all his games don't match, and he goes on to deny any form of cheating. Many of the people, in the chess community started saying that absolutely nothing about his playstyle was random, and nothing about his playstyle as well equals to a flawless win when he doesn't even have, a history of that. On April 30th at 9:32 p.m., and trust me, the time is important, chess.com posted on Twitter about the tournament saying, Dr. Lupo has been closed for a fair play violation that occurred during today's PogChamps event. He will be replaced in the consolation bracket before the start of tomorrow's round. We wish everyone the best tomorrow and remind them that receiving any help during a match is a violation for our FP policy and will result in a disqualification and account closure. Now, on that same day, but at 8:56 p.m., Lupo seemed to have gotten ahead of chess tournament when he posted a tweet saying, regarding chess.com PogChamps tournament, I had a ton of fun playing and I have decided to drop out of the event to help maintain competitive integrity for those involved, as well as the tournament organizers. Having the main stream up on my left monitor over the course of the day today to watch other games being played led me to getting move information I shouldn't have had for the game. That's on me and no one else. That's my fuck up. I apologize. You think I would know better, but here we are. Now, it's obvious that they told him he was going to be kicked out of the event for cheating, which they call a fair play violation, which is honestly just a nice way of saying cheating, in my opinion. Not to mention that he's basically blaming his chat later on for giving him ideas, but here he's saying that he was watching other games to get more information. Like, keep it consistent, dude. Keep it simple. If you're going to lie, keep it consistent. Just like how you were consistent with calling out cheaters whenever you would play them in online games. Dr. Lupo is very well known for exposing cheaters, which is funny considering what he later did. But again, he later does acknowledge this.
I am appalled and embarrassed. It's funny too, because I'm the Tarkov guy that's always very anti-cheater, right? And then of course it's the person that's so loud and vocal about it that turns around and ends up doing it. And it sucks.
On May 1st, he decided to admit what he did on a live stream, which I sat through the entire thing. Now, he seems really beaten down and tells his mods not to ban, block, or delete any comments because he deserves it.
I told mods to not censor anything in chats today because it's the only... I mean, I deserve it. I do. I absolutely deserve it. I fucked up.
Now, after waiting for a bit, he finally admits to cheating and acknowledges the excuses that he's made. Many people are obviously upset with him and tell him that they're going to unfollow since they really looked up to him, which, again, he says he understands. He does this multiple times. He then gives a reason as to why he did it and starts talking about something he discovered about himself through therapy.
For a while, I was going to a therapist. And then that kind of fell through because the guy that I was talking to didn't really line up super well. And I never bothered to go find another one. And one of the things that he and I had been talking about that I very clearly need to go back and talk to someone else about, and this will all make sense in a second if you've watched me for more than 5 seconds, but I have a very, very fragile ego. I've often wondered whether or not I was cut out for this job because I'm a super sensitive guy. I for whatever reason take things that people say, strangers say, to heart. And again, this is not justification. This is not an excuse. I fully own that I'm the one that made the choice and fucked up yesterday, 100%. And I understand there's going to be ramifications for that. I get it, and I'm gonna face that shit head on.
Now, I'm no specialist or anything like that, but I have gone to therapy. And if you have a fragile ego and it's so easily swayed on future actions because of past comments, then I don't know, maybe you should learn how to tune certain things out from people. People are going to criticize things regardless if they see that you genuinely suck at a game, which I do consistently. So I take it as a fun jest. I don't take it to the left. I'm not going to say the word, but just let it slip and slide. I understand letting comments get to you, but he himself has made some pretty harsh words, to say the least, about cheating.
What if he's not cheating, dude? What if he's just better?
Lupo, I turned the corner. He was already looking at me and just headshot as he asked.
In the kill cam when he killed me,
he shot Paul through a wall.
Guys, why are we still talking about this? He shot me through a wall.
Oh yeah, he knows. Oh yeah. Yo, FaZe, pick this guy up.
Dude, he was asking for it. Yeah.
Man, imagine waking up, getting on your PC, booting your hacks up, and still fucking dying.
They went back into the zone to get him.
What? Are you kidding me?
The green guy did.
Oh my God, he's back.
My goodness.
Dude, and 9 months later, a child is born, and 25 years go by, and this is the result, dude. Imagine. Imagine this is the waste of time that you produce.
Oh
Bro, as a parent, I literally am like, nah, I shouldn't have done it.
Again, he keeps mentioning letting himself be swayed, but he did say that he will be apologizing to Wolf in private DMs, which in my opinion is the best way to do it. Seems the most authentic, but I don't know about you guys. Now, like I said, he talks about this over a little over 15 minutes, I would say, before he then says that he's going to move on from it, but not after saying that he's not going to stop streaming because he wants to take accountability and doesn't see the point of hiding whatsoever, which again, I do see this as a good idea. Although you think it would end here with multiple people saying that they're disappointed in him and some forgiving him, but no. Yesterday, at the time of recording this, we had a new update from none other than Lupo himself on Twitter. Now, please stick with me because this is a long read. I screwed up big time. The internet has been right basically since the beginning, and it's taken me multiple waves of self-reflection and internal fighting to get to the point where I can fully admit fault without holding back. I lied to the internet repeatedly. I cheated and betrayed the trust of countless of people who believed in me. Viewers, family, friends, everyone, myself. I carry a lot of baggage, and you all got exposed to it in the worst way. I lied directly to Daniel. I lied directly to Wolfie and used him as a prop on stream. He didn't deserve that. None of you did. I messaged him directly to apologize, and I'll gladly do it on stream too. I spent a big part of my life being really good at games. When I suddenly wasn't good enough, I lied. Between games while waiting, they said to be sure that onechess.com was open. So I was playing games against a computer on my other monitor using lich.org, where my chat window usually is, to practice between rounds. Once I blundered my queen, I panicked. I used the analysis feature there, and my brain couldn't stop after that. I figured out the lines, but every time I panicked after that, I did it again. It wasn't something that I planned on doing. I really did practice quite a lot leading up to the event. People kept asking me why I did it. I think I did it for a false sense of self-validation, to convince myself that I could win when clearly I shouldn't have. It was disrespectful to the entire online chess community. I was stupid enough to not even consider the consequences of what I was doing. And I accept those consequences now because I deserve it. I understand that people are going to question everything in my career now. I don't blame them. I was the guy that vocally hated people who cheated in video games. Tarkov is riddled with it, and I did the most hypocritical thing I could do. I talked about mental health on my stream yesterday morning because that stuff is very real for me. I'm restarting therapy this afternoon. I found someone through Sonder Mine that was available almost immediately, which was nice. I clearly have a problem with honesty to myself and those that care about me. It honestly sucks to look at something like this blow up in my face, but I'm hoping that it results in me finally fixing the problems with myself that I've had for years. I'm sorry to everyone, my friends and family, people that watch me, anyone that I associate with. I betrayed your trust. I hope one day people can forgive me, and I understand if they can't. I hope one day I can forgive myself too. I'm typically pretty hard on myself. Now, I have many things to say about this, but somebody in the comments makes fun of his apology, saying therapy for video game cheating left my ass off. Now, here's the thing. When I think the therapy is much more about his, cheating. I just think it's about his lack of honesty. And in all reality, since he talks about being pretty hard on himself, it seems like he has a lot of self-esteem issues. And I think that's what he's also possibly going for. And also his lack of wanting to be honest. I think it would be more for his fragile ego. I don't know. They specifically told you not to have any other things on your monitors besides chess.com. And yet you still did it. You said you panicked, but oh well, dude, a lot of people panic. I think the backlash from you losing wouldn't have been so big. It would have been so much more less and blown over a lot faster than you cheating. But it's also not great when, someone copy and pasted this entire apology and to see if it was AI generated, and it supposedly looks like 83% of it most certainly was. Now, I'm not sure if it actually was generated or not, but it's kind of sad that people have to copy and paste your apology because it clearly looks like it was written through AI, or maybe his PR team just sent it to him and he just copy and pasted that. Another comment that honestly didn't make sense to me, since Lupo was pretty outspoken against Dr. Disrespect, and someone had to remind him of this, saying, funny how other streamers have apologized and you basically told them apologies won't win people around. When it comes to the Dr. Disrespect stuff, you have always sat on this high horse where you put everyone under the microscope but yourself. Now, I don't know about you, but in my opinion, those two situations are not the same thing. And someone else saw this post and replied to it saying, you're really comparing a pedo who cheated on his wife to someone who cheated at chess? And honestly, yes, I 100% agree with you there. Cheating on your wife, whether it was with someone that was underage or not, is completely not the same as cheating at a game. It is not the same.
And there's a guy on YouTube. I'm gonna hit the allow button on that so people can see it. That made a comment about, remember when Dr. Lupo criticized Guy Beam for cheating, and now this. I think chess and his wife are two different things. I think we could all be clear about that, right?
But on stream, he does mention he apologized because he got caught. It's just like, okay, so if you didn't get caught, like, what would you do? Would you still keep going, or would your guilt eat you up, and would you, like, just essentially stop playing yourself? I don't know. It just seems really bad when you mention, oh, I got caught cheating, so I admitted it. It's like, okay, but what if no one else caught you, dude? What if no one caught you in 4K, just like that one streamer was caught botting views? What would you do? Would you actually drop out, or would you keep going and accept the prize money knowing that you don't deserve that money? And I'm not even going to fully acknowledge the Dr. Disrespect stuff, because one, you guys know how I feel about the Dr. Disrespect stuff. He actually admitted to talking to a minor, I think, and I think that is very, very, very different than cheating in a chess tournament. Sorry, words are hard today. That's it for me today, guys. I did make, it did make me laugh because he's been so outspoken against cheating, but yet, like he said, he does the same thing. I truly believe his first apology on his live stream was enough. I don't know why he had to then apologize again, because it seems to be him digging a bigger, deeper hole for himself. Either way, this man has contributed to massive donations towards kids with cancer, but cheating on a game that was meant for charity, like, wow. I just think now he needs to not hold people to such a high standard when it comes to cheating on online games, because he's done it. He can't get up on his little high horse anymore and criticize heavily these people that are cheating online if he himself has done it. He has to now acknowledge and be like, hey, well, oh well, people cheat, But guys, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far into the video, comment with the little emoji of a chess piece. But that's it for me today, guys. Be safe, be you, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.